our stuff.
My
But I want to give him something to give him encouragement.
I think that a internal rank for FTOing, if that's where his head's at, is probably not a bad move.
I want him to be trained up on FTO by Payne and Lane first, if we can, and tell him like we're going to make you the first FTO.
I think that's a great idea.
We're going to make you in charge of making sure the cadets are good, and if the cadets are fuck ups, then it's on you as well. And that gives them responsibility with consequence, which I think is what Tinker needs. Tinker needs consequence.
It gives him a path as well, right, to achieve
I agree.
a goal.
Yeah, and look, Tinker is in the past has been a little problematic, but he's putting like real effort into improving, and I dig people who actually try to fix themselves. To be honest, and the shit they do.
Look,
I really look up to that.
Let's just say, I have an inkling of that. I feel like I've known this guy for a while, and he's not what I remember him to be if I ever knew him in the past.
No,
so
he's, even what I know of him, like he's really trying. And for me, that matters a lot.
Yep, 1,000%.
That's a big thing, because it's hard to change your nature or things you learn.
Yeah,
so people who take the effort to do that and do it shows that they're really trying.
Yeah.
So I say we give him a shot and see until he fucks up or runs out of rope. I'd say we give him little bits where we can.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
What do you think, Solder?
I
fucking hate you. You just caused me so much grief today. You know how many cadets ended up lasting? One.
How many?
2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 8 out of
Hell
19.
yeah. Hell yeah. I gave you a good batch to pick from,
I fucking hate you.
I'll say this. Half them sons of bitches, I didn't think it was going to make it. That girl outside, I saw her. I thought I saw a ghost.
She did good, actually. I heard from Fu and from Tinker both. They said she did great, actually.
Because she's a people's person, she knows how to speak, and that's 90% of this job.
Yeah, that's true. But she's one of the, she's one of the bimbos. You know that now?
Yeah, you told me.
Like the
group?
She's one of, that's a lot of
what?
From the bimbos.
The founding
Lana
members.
Reviews.
Yep, that's her.
Holy shit. Not that I've ever met her before, but that I've seen some reports from somewhere.
Yep. So she once beat up a man to try to get me to take, because he thought he was flirting with me and wanted to take me on a date.
Jesus.
I thought she was completely unhinged, but she is not, apparently. So I'm impressed.
She did tell somebody to go fuck themselves just for being near the car. But after she was corrected, she hadn't done nothing. She was the most silent there, learning the entire time. Well, at least whenever I was there.
And that was a long academy, because I kept having to walk away. So I was dealing with shit.
Yeah.
So that was a long ass academy too. And she kept patience and just powered through the whole thing. I'm amazed. Now Fu out there, Fu has been at almost every academy helping us, doing everything he can to help. And he's also someone who's shown that he's changing, and we should give him something. 1,000%.
Fu's an asset.
I like Fu a lot.
I do. I think the problem with Fu, though, is he's a real yes man when it comes down to it sometimes, and people, when they bring him complaints, he doesn't shut them down when he needs to. He doesn't ever take the other foot of like, are you sure you should be like making that a big issue? He never checks people.
Yeah, that is having folks stand by a standard is by far, I think, the hardest trait to come across, because it requires confrontation. Like, right? You're taking something away from someone. That's a hard one to build, to be honest.
So why do we give someone like Fu to get them to learn that? Do we just make him one of the first NCOs that Lane and Payne get to mold? Or do we do something else with Fu? That's the question.
Are you saying that Fu is somebody that is able to put the foot down?
He's not. But
I see. But we can mold him into that.
Look,
So
the extra attention to Tinker has done him fucking wonders. I wonder if the same's true for Foo.
Yeah, why not?
Foo's a great doer, by the way. Like, he will get shit done. It's just he's not good at confrontation.
I think the
But
simple
maybe it's
fact. Sorry, I think the simple fact that both him and Tinker are showing initiative when we need it most right now is in and of itself worth the shot.
So I'm on board for getting them to the FTO program. I would like to suggest that both of them, if you want them to go to the NCO, I think they should go through the NCO process that we're outlining now, which is kind of like a trial by fire training day type situation.
Use them as your first two. That's kind of my suggestion. I don't even know if you go that far with Tinker, to be honest. I think you just FTO.
I was gonna say with Tinker, I 10 minutes ago was made aware that he was chasing a suspect and screaming to them obscenities. This is with
Listen, hit him with honey and vinegar.
Yeah,
hit him with
my
the bad
concern
and hit him with the good that we're impressed with him on the other pieces.
But
Yeah,
what
my
obscenities
concern with
though?
Tinker, well, here's my concern with Tinker is he's good when you're there to watch him. I have high concern that he's not when no one's there to watch him.
Tinker is going to lean into the bit. That's the thing. So if people are just reporting Tinker because he's matching their energy and he's having fun with them, we can't. If we go start enforcing that shit, that's not okay.
No,
because that's the opposite of what we want to do.
The complaint was that Tinker was riding with a cadet. The cadet kept screaming on radio. He wasn't correcting it, and then when the secondary unit got up, when you're an FTO, it is his job.
But he's not an FTO now.
But he was riding with the cadet. No.
Oh, he had the cadet was his. Okay,
yes,
that's different.
So basically, the secondary unit finally caught up, and every time they caught up to the chase, both the cadet and Tinker were screaming at the individuals instead of giving comms, and then they eventually would scream on the radio. I haven't really dug into it yet, but this isn't the first time I've heard something similar. That's why I'm taking it with a grain of salt. The lady that was on radio a little bit ago, giving like a fucking story.
I wasn't on radio. I don't know.
Oh, I just met her today.
Yeah. I can tell you her name.
So let me just caution, okay? We have to be looking at people who are abusing radio just as much as we are looking at people who are just reporting every little thing.
Yeah,
I'm very aware.
And I'll also say this: I would much rather someone be like Tinker and doing that in a scenario on the terms of, uplifting what is going on and being ecstatic and bringing some type of enjoyment to the chase, rather than be like, hey, I need you to be a zombie or a robot and do it this certain way when you're on the radio,
I get that. And I know you and I don't have a great working relationship, but that's what I'm about as well. But there's a line. Right?
100% agree.
I myself have seen Tinker cross that line.
We all have. I agree with you.
Yeah. So that's just my concern. I'm on board with pushing him to be the best he can be. I just want to make sure that we're not jumping because he's doing good now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. All right. So, all right, easy. I mean, I think we made a decision here, right? Commish?
Yeah.
All right, easy.
So. Both of them to FTO. Or to start the FTO program with them.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. I think Commish is thinking about food now as well.
The Theodore Dawson.
I met her just now. She gives off a good energy.
Is that the front of house? Is that her?
No, she is an officer with pink hair.
Got it. And what is she? Is she a full officer cadet?
think she's an
She's a full
officer.
officer.
Got it.
I've received 4 complaints from her in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, that shit's not gonna fly.
Yeah.
And I basically, she admitted to me that she went to she went to Captain Knox first, and Staff Sergeant Lane, and then myself. So she's
I think
chasing the.
I think you need to chat with her and let her know that
that's what I'm
she's
gonna
got to
do.
chill out on the tattletaling. But I will say, having spoken to her, I like her energy and the way she thinks. But the tattletaling is not good. It's the opposite of building morale. It's a destructive force right there.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than feeling like one of your fellow officers is sitting there critiquing you, especially if she doesn't have the rank to do so, and she's just like, Chief said, just tattletelling. I understand if you have issues with things, but at the same time, that's a little much. You said 4 times she's already with 4 complaints.
Yeah, and that's just what she's brought to me specifically.
Jesus
based on the
Christ.
fact that she tried to go to Staff Sergeant Lane before me. I'd be very surprised if she didn't bring other complaints to other individuals.
Oh, I got one earlier.
Oh,
I actually grilled her on RS
Great.
and PC. She couldn't, answer it. So
yeah, I mean,
she did well
ultimately,
answering it, just not to my satisfaction.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page. What I'd like to see from our officers is they should be correcting each other in a constructive manner, right? So if someone's getting a little out of hand, it's like, hey, let's clean up the comms. It's that simple, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great thing about PD. We're going to have a lot of diversity. Some people that are, goofy, some people that are very strict, and that's what the beauty is. Got to make sure they don't kill each other.
Exactly.
Yep.
And we got to make sure when people, and that's my biggest thing, right? I want people to wake up and be excited, be pumped to be on duty, because if you can have officers, we don't know what's going on outside the city, but when they get in the city, they're excited to be here. The entire city itself will thrive on that.
Yep. Agreed. Actually, Bustin, we were talking, me and Kamish were talking about this. Yes. Were you and I talking about this, or me and Kamish? If anyone is sounds like they're fucking asleep on the radio and dreadful, I rather them not be on the radio. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. Oh yeah. I was just gonna say, if I ever get the feeling of somebody who just miserable, on radio they sound miserable, and when pull them to the side, they still just sound like they don't really want to be here, but they're here. They're getting sent off duty. Go to sleep.
Yep.
Come back when you're awake. Come back when you're excited to be here.
Yep.
I don't want you.
Yeah.
I don't need an extra body out there. That is literally just a body, because there's nothing good that comes from that other than problems either in the courthouse because they fucked up, or in other ways.
Yeah. You also risk. I stop if I hear bad vibes, sleepy vibes and shit. Like that throws me off and the entire force off. All right, hell yeah. Mexican, what do you got? If I had to eat something right now, what any suggestions?
Ooh, sushi sounds so fucking good.
Bro, sushi's so hard to come by. I fucking spun the wheel on sushi the other day, and it was just like fucking, I don't know what the fuck it was. It was some fancy shit, like all kinds of stuff on top. It was like wet. It didn't have the, I don't know. What kind of sushi? Any recommendations?
I'm a big, it's kind of horrible, but I'm a big fried roll guy. I like my rolls fried. Like a nice volcano roll that's deep fried. Oh, so good.
Fuck it, I'll give it a shot.
That or like some carne asada tacos is always a safe bet.
All right. On Foo, he has a dinner party. What do we want to do with him? Do we want to put him on the NCO track?
Yeah.
I think you should go through the process. We've already told him. Lane and I already spoke with him, so he already knows he's gonna go on that process.
Okay, so do we want to tell him to talk with Lane? I think that's what we should do.
No. Lane and I already spoke with him like an hour ago about it.
Oh my fuck. Okay. All right. Good.
Well, let's pretend we didn't know that, and then he hears it coming from us, because that might excite him even more.
Hey, Foo, get in here.
Okay.
Foo. Yeah, come in fast. Which one of you two want to handle it?
All right, Fu, you want to explain yourself?
In terms of what, Chief?
Well, I think you know. Can you speak up?
Yeah, yes, Chief. What requires explanation, sir?
Well, think about what happened the last 2 hours.
The academy went really well. We had to cut half the group.
Mm.
The rest of them saw that happen, and they broke out of the shell and stood out.
So, by your standards, half of them passed that standard.
I believe we did everything we could based off of what we had. Not saying that Captain Bustin here didn't make a good choice on some of them, but yeah, I believe we got the best out of the bunch we had. Yes, Chief.
All right. You know, I ran into a couple of them. You think your assessment is well thought out?
Yes.
All right. Well. All right.
Well, moving forward though with the FTOing, I mean that's really what's gonna make or break a lot of them. But given the standards of what we had in the academy there, they met them.
Fu, what's reasonable suspicion?
Reasonable suspicion.
Yeah.
Well, that's you want an example?
Don't do this.
No, I want the definition.
The definition of reasonable suspicion. I don't know the exact definition of it. So.
All right. Well, you're going to need to know the exact definition of reasonable suspicion and probable cause, as you are going to be helping be one of the first NCOs.
Again, Foo? Yeah. Again?
Sorry,
again?
I can give examples.
Again?
Well, I don't want examples. I want definitions. And those definitions need to include reasonable belief and good faith belief.
Well,
you're going to write that down or you're going to memorize it?
I'll write it down.
Okay. Because apparently your memory is not good. So.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Who are you fucking with me right now?
I'm just really being pulled. And I know that it's not an excuse.
No, go handle your shit, and then we'll talk to you about it after.
All right.
We're not going to put you in an unfair situation.
So
if you're being pulled, that's fine.
Oh,
I understand.
Understandable.
It's all right. Go do your stuff.
Yep,
do your stuff.
Thank you so much.
You're good.
I think he has other shit on the go.
Yep.
But
That's what it sounds like.
In the past, may have tried to promote him to captain. Do you remember this, Lane? I asked him that fucking question. He couldn't.
Wait, did you?
That's why we did.
No.
Yeah, you just did him so.
You just gave him PTSD.
You him so fucking dirty.
You just gave him.
I told you to do that. To fucking
oh
get him.
my god.
Oh shit.
I think he had PTSD.
Oh.
Laughing my ass off when we were about to put him to fucking.
That's crazy.
Oh, it was chief, wasn't it? We were gonna make him chief until he couldn't answer that.
What's going on, Lane?
Oh.
What's going on?
Good to see you, man. You can act excited to see me. I know you are.
Hey, what did you call it? Dragon roll?
Looking good.
I appreciate that. I was in Mexico eating chalupas.
Similar.
Wait, what did you recommend? Did you say dragon roll?
It's a volcano roll.
Oh, volcano.
They gave me this after I won.
You captain?
Yes, sir.
Dear God.
Well, listen. Me and Bustin over here were scaring the fuck out of people today. You know? Ooh.
Man. If it wasn't for that generator, they'd all be going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
A generator, what happened?
He had them boxed up off of the, what would that be? Is that popular?
Yeah.
No, it's is it popular? We had them bunched up popular, and you know the little trash can jump? They failed it, and then they just, you know, accidentally backed into a generator and blew me up, and somehow them and Brian Knight ran away on fire, and they got away. On fire. It was crazy.
It's tough.
Yeah. Sadly, my left titty caught fire and it spread to my whole body real quick. For some reason, didn't touch my fro.
Ooh.
You're lucky.
What you been up to, Lane, man? What happened to your fucking
Nothing.
leg?
I lost my man. I had my leg. My leg was already gone way back in like 3 years ago.
I never noticed.
It was.
That's why I'm not a detective.
I had my pants leg down. Usually I wear it down, but since we got all these new cadets, I roll it up so they know, you know, keep your
I
head on
know
the
you're
swivel.
a cyborg.
No.
Well, good.
All right, let me try this. A volcano
So
roll.
you keeping
Fuck
that
it.
hair?
I think, you know,
In chat,
might
is
braid it
volcano roll
out here
good or am
soon.
I?
Braid
This is
it.
a bad idea.
Yeah,
I've never had it before.
I feel like you got more gray than last time I saw you.
I'm down to try it
Little
though, because
bit.
I could
Yeah, I'm
kind of
getting
do
older.
some sushi.
Sadly, I'm
How-
not like
how old are you?
wine. Shit, man, 57.
Aging like milk, huh?
Amen. On a sidewalk in the middle of summer.
That's good. Okay.
Oh boy. What were we talking about before food got here? Did I miss anything?
Just Chief giving them PTSD.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was talking about Tinker and Foo and how they put a bunch of effort into these academies, and we should try to reward them for doing that, doing a good job.
And I went down there and had a conversation with them.
Yeah, Foo did good. They flaked out a lot of people. They should have. They did good. They were a
Yeah,
great help today.
They said they got it when I went down there. It said about 8 of them had already been removed.
They did a great job, honestly. I have no complaints.
Imagine being the one
Wait,
hiring those guys.
platter.
Am I right, Chief?
Chef's choice of sushi, sashimi, and a roll. Ooh, let me get a
The
mix.
commissioner gave me the.
Let me take the mix.
gave me the
Okay.
job of hiring individuals.
I can't say no to that. That
15
sounds
came in,
sick. A mix
15
of
got
shit,
hired.
bro. You
Can I
can't
be
say no
honest
to
with
that.
You, Bustin?
Mm.
Go fuck yourself.
I appreciate that. I swear they were telling each other to give me food.
I think they were as well.
I'm always like, mix is good.
I hate you.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
hate
It's
you
fun.
sometimes
Gives
so
you
fucking
variety.
much.
It's not the same
And they
shit.
all started. My favorite part was they were all starving of hunger and thirst, and they would be like, "Hey, Captain, can I get a cheeseburger or something?" I'd be like, "Nah, I don't got none." Well, all right, are we good? I'm gonna
Yep.
head back on patrol.
Yep. You mind if
You're
I
good.
jump
I
in with you?
appreciate
I'm gonna get some
Yeah, let's go.
about some
Alrighty.
food while doing this.
Good to see
Kamish, I'll send you a text when I'm ready to
You
meet
as
with
well.
the newspaper lady. Probably just need like 30 minutes.
Hey,